We're going to H-Mart today to buy some Korean dinner. Been a while since I've been here. Look at this. Kind of cute and fancy. It's a coconut husk with a little spout already ready to go. That's actually really cool. How much is this? Is that worth it? $4? I don't think so. Yellow dragon fruit. This is the first time I've ever seen that. The girls also like this. Last time I think we had this was in the Philippines and they were devouring it. Rambutan, let me see, how much is this? $5.99 a pound? It's 2 pounds, so that's $12 for that whole thing. You guys want to get that? Are you gonna eat it all? All right. I thought mangosteen, for whatever reason, was not allowed in the United States. Where is this from? Oh, product of Mexico. Maybe because it's from Mexico? These are tiny, way tinier than what you can get in the Philippines. It's $15.99, $12.98 per pound, so this is expensive. These are very expensive, but they're not nearly as big and good looking as the ones in the Philippines. And in the Philippines, they're super, super cheap. Jackfruit, one of our favorites, but we haven't had it in a long time. Jackfruit. Last time you guys ate this, I believe, was in the Philippines at Uncle Mikey's house. We will try all that. The main thing we come here for is obviously the meat, the marinated ribs, the side dishes, the pickles, kimchi. But Juliana, she was saying if we're gonna do Korean dinner, she wants zucchini cakes. Hey, zucchini pancakes, is that what you want? But it's zucchini that you want, right?
It's not called pancake. It's not a pancake though, Daddy.
Okay, I don't know what it is, but it's a Korean dish where you use zucchini. Sliced zucchini that's fried up, that's what Juliana wants. One thing that's nice about zucchini, very, very affordable. I have no idea what we're making here, but zucchini is one of my favorite vegetables to buy at the farmer's market because they're really cheap, because they're really easy to grow. We're obviously not at farmer's market right now, but this is what we got available to us. I wonder where this is grown. Mexico. Shout out to Mexico. Growing a lot of our vegetables. Leave it to Asian people, making their packaging look so super cute. Little cartoon character. Mini king oyster mushrooms. Never seen them like this before. We really like this one right here. Super convenient, already ready to go. I just chop off the bottom part and then fry them up. Really good. This is becoming quite common. I've only seen this at the farmer's market, but you can buy these logs and grow your own mushrooms at home. I'm curious if any of you guys have tried to grow mushrooms at home, because I've seen that for many, many years, but I've never known anybody that actually did it at home. I'm curious if it's easy or if it's difficult. I've seen these dried persimmons in Japan, but these are a Korean company. I didn't realize how popular these are in Asia. Must be a delicacy or something. I vlogged the durian last time. Looks like they stocked up. I wonder if that's frozen. Or maybe it's just refrigerated. But this is what we're here for, the meat. I'm specifically looking for Korean barbecue or short ribs. But look at this. This is the first time I've ever seen wine bottles put into the same cooler as the beef. I'm assuming because they're suggesting it pairs well with this meat selection. These beef rib look amazing, would be perfect for a beef stock. Ever since I started getting into making our own pho broth, I've been into cooking beef bone broth. So whenever I see some beef bones, I'm always eyeing it, see what a good deal I can find. My favorite brand of American Wagyu is this Snake River Farms, and it's getting pretty expensive. This pack right here is $45 per pound, and it's probably not even that good of a cut of American Wagyu or of the Snake River Farms. I remember before the pandemic, that American Wagyu was $20 a pound. So it's literally double. And that wasn't even the good cut. That was for a ribeye or New York. The ribeye or New Yorks probably are even more expensive. I have a grocery store near a house that sells it for a better price, but lately, I haven't even been buying it. Usually it's always for a special occasion or for a special guest, but kind of just getting my steaks from Costco these days. I'm specifically here for this protein right here though, the marinated short ribs. Oh, that looks amazing. I'm probably gonna need 2 packs, depending on how many people eat with us. So that's what, wow, that's $60 just for that. That is some nice marbling, but $60 for how much? 4 pounds, $15 a pound. It's better than 44. Plus this is marinated already, like that. Where have you been this whole time?
We've actually kind of been running around like everywhere.
Are you having fun looking at all the snacks?
Yeah, we saw the ice cream.
I see your face. Funny, these girls now, anytime I go to an Asian grocery store, they come with me because they think I'm gonna buy snacks, which usually is true, but we have a ton of snacks at home right now, so. It's just impossible to replicate what you would get at a Korean restaurant, especially, but even here at the Korean grocery store, seasoned fresh seaweed, I think I am gonna get this. Seasoned green laver, not sure what that is, sounds kinda good. Seasoned garlic stems, radish kimchi for chicken, seasoned sliced squid, stir-fried black beans, seasoned small crab. Whoa, that looks kind of crunchy there. Sesame leaves and soy sauce, seasoned sesame leaves, pickled cucumber. I'm definitely gonna get this. I love the pickled cucumber. Pickled vegetables is common. Ooh, I like that jalapeno. This is probably kind of spicy, got a little kick to it. Seasoned peppers, seasoned dandelion. It's like what, they go out to the yard and just pick dandelion? That's interesting. Seasoned dried radish. Oh, I like this one too. Seasoned raw salted squid. Huh. Salted raw whiting roe. Pickled garlic and soy sauce. I lost count, but that was a lot. All right, this is just getting silly. There's a whole nother cooler with more side dishes. And I'm definitely gonna get this one. This is seasoned assorted willow weed. Okay, so there's more than willow weed. There's carrots in there, which is perfect. There's some sprouts, maybe some spinach, or maybe that's the willow weed, and then some radish. Nice variety pack. I'm not sure if this is Japanese or Koreans had this too, but seasoned pickled radish. In Japan, this is really popular, but I've never seen it with the chili flakes. So it must have a little bit of a kick. Those are good. Oh, and potato salad. I'm assuming a lot of foods in Korea, especially, are there because of American soldiers and just American cuisines being integrated into Korea post-Korean War. If you're Korean, tell me if that's accurate. Potato salad, is that because of post-Korean War time? This looks hella good. Girls would not like it. Stir-fried anchovy with hot sauce. Ooh, this is so tempting. I've already gone a little bit crazy with the side dishes. Spicy Polak skin chips. Finding side dishes I've never even seen or ate before. Fried sweet potato with honey. Seasoned bokkepo, stewed lotus root, cooked cockle clam, mixed nuts with soy sauce. Okay, huh? And seaweed in it? I've never seen that before. The smell here is amazing. It's already as if I'm at the Korean restaurant. And of course, kimchi. There is so many options, kind of crazy. The most I've ever seen anywhere is maybe 2 or 3, but obviously this is Korean grocery store. Now I did just buy some kimchi at Costco because it's a really good deal. In fact, let's see if they have that brand here. Maybe they don't have it here. So I don't see it here, but it's a brand it's called Jonga, Korean approved. But the reason I always buy kimchi here is because it's a little bit different. I believe it's day of kimchi, so it's a different kind of flavor profile. So I like getting these type of kimchis. I don't see it here. Kind of random. They got this marinated bulgogi over here. I don't know why. Maybe they ran out. Marinated pork bulgogi, marinated beef. Okay, so it's in this package right here. Sliced Napa kimchi. I believe they make this the day of, and it's ready to eat, or maybe even yesterday. It just tastes different than the stuff that you can buy at Costco, even though it is Korean approved. So I like to get one of these even, because this is more like what you would get at the restaurants. Cucumber kimchi, one of my favorites. There you go. So what did I buy? I got the Napa kimchi, cucumber kimchi, this variety pack of sides. I got the pickled cucumber. I got the seasoned dried radish and the seaweed salad. Judy says we need some rice, and outside the Wajimaya, I would say the H-Mart here has the most rice options, partly because they have Korean rice options and Japanese rice options. At the Wajimaya, which is a Japanese grocery store, typically I only see the Japanese ones, and then they've got other ones like Thailand or jasmine rice, but here they've got way more options. I mean, it's 5 aisles of rice here. And they of course have the big bags of rice, which is what we always get because it's the best value. I enjoy looking at the different kinds of rice they've got. This is rice from Thailand, jasmine rice of course, cow roast rice. This is what I grew up with, just your basic Japanese rice. Apple brand rice. It's a sweet rice. I'm assuming this is specifically used for desserts. Premium sweet rice. This one's from Korea, I believe. I don't know if we have sweet rice in Japan. I've never eaten it or seen it. Popular in a lot of other Asian countries. So we do buy some pretty fancy rice. This is the brand we like. It's out of California, the Tamaki Gold. And it just so happens it's one of the biggest bags of rice too, 50 pounds. And we go through this pretty quickly these days. Girls have been begging me for snacks, even indirectly, kind of alluding to the snack section and trying to get me to go over there. Even saying they're gonna buy their own snacks with their own money, which totally would be okay with me. But I said, hey, if you guys want anything, you have to ask me in Japanese because they've been learning Japanese. We're gonna go on another trip to Japan one day, and I've been insisting that they learn how to speak Japanese so they can speak to their great-grandmother. I don't know, they're probably trying to work together to figure out how to ask me in Japanese. You guys know? You guys want to do? Okay, that's thank you. It's funny, I know how to say it, but I want to make sure I say it correctly because this is a teaching moment, so I'm gonna have to look on my phone real quick. I believe the way you ask is "Kore katte ii desu ka?" Say "Kore katte ii desu ka?" But let's just double check. Katte, which means buy. I just want to double check I'm saying that right. Kore o kaimasu ka? There you go. See, that's proper Japanese. Kore o kaimasu ka? Now say it all together. Kore mo? Oh, no, you're right. Kore o kaimasu ka? Kore o kaimasu ka? Now say it all together. Yeah, she said it right. Kore o kaimasu ka? Kaimasu ka? You have to be able to say that correctly. And then you can. Here we go. It's the cart, not that full, but it's also kind of a dinky cart. What do you need?
Can you get glutinous rice? We use for understanding.
Glutinous rice. Okay. Will it say glutinous rice on the package?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go look. I just bought a whole bag of regular rice, but I'll go get it. I'm just about done, so I'm gonna head back soon.
Okay. Thank you. Love you.
I love you. Bye. Okay, I'm back looking for glutinous rice. Oh, here we go. Glutinous rice. Interesting. Supreme glutinous rice. Sweet rice. Where's this from? Product Thailand? Maybe I'll get this. Extra super quality. All right, I want to hear it. Kaimasu ka? Kore o kaimasu ka? There you go. Hi. Very last thing I want to look for is the brand of rice stick noodles that Mama was talking about in her videos. So there's this brand for pancit palabok that she insisted on buying. I couldn't find it at the Filipino grocery store, so I'm gonna look for it here. Where is it? It's a rice stick noodle that also has cornstarch in it. This looks a little bit more like pancit palabok, made in Taiwan. Here's another one, looks kind of Filipino. Does this one have the rice in it though? No, just cornstarch. Why can't I find the one with cornstarch and rice? And we're done. Last time I got some Korean beer and I don't remember seeing this. Beer in a plastic bottle. What is this? Is this a 40? First time for everything. What's that? Thank you for helping me, girls. All right, so today's visit to the Korean grocery store, H-Mart, cost us $300. That included a $130 bag of rice, that's 50 pounds. And as I mentioned, that's some top end stuff. Plus, how much were your snacks, girls? 24 bucks plus your snacks. I mean, so already 150 bucks with all that. So I would say our grocery store visit, to be fair, was $150. And that's going to feed 4 adults, 5 kids. But let's see, I'm gonna go home, get some stuff prepped for the barbecue, and then cook dinner. Got home a few hours ago, and now we're about to prepare dinner. Judy's already getting the zucchini going.
Appetizer.
I've never seen this being cooked. I mean, it's pretty simple, but Juliana really wanted it. So you deep fry it, kind of, and then there you go. Really good? I just got done working out, so I'm gonna take a shower. But you know what? I'll try one. It's hot right now? Mmm. Well, I mean, I could eat vegetables all day if they tasted like that. I combined both short rib packages into one, and I left it out on the counter in the hopes that it would marinate even faster because some of the pieces were sticking out. But since this has double the meat, double the marinade, no, I'm gonna cook it outside for sure. And because it's more room temperature, that it would soak up the sauce there. And then for this protein, this is just a whole chicken that I broke down earlier, and I use this very old marinade that we had left over in the fridge. This is gonna be good to eat too for anybody that wants an alternative protein. I'm just flipping it periodically so the marinade gets everywhere. Grill's ready. I'm gonna prep all the little side dishes just so that's good to go. I'll get this protein onto the grill, grill it up. Zucchini's good. Rice. Do we have enough rice?
Yes, I just cooked it.
I am going to plate all these side dishes. I have this thing about using plastic containers, especially when I have guests over. So I do have kind of a order of things here. I don't just grab random side dishes. I like to have a balance. So naturally, I mentioned the kimchi, which looks awesome. And it's not as gnarly or fermented as your normal kimchi you'd buy, for example, the one at Costco. So I think this is just made literally today or yesterday. Then I've got my dried radishes. So I get something a little bit gnarly. And what I like about this one is it's chewy texture. This is just purely so I have some really healthy side dishes. Ooh, baby. Biome. I like having a lot of vegetables. That's one of the nice things about eating at a Korean restaurant. I just like the brightness and another extra texture. This is a seaweed salad. Also, I just love this. It's one of my favorite side dishes. This is a pickled cucumber. Last but not least, the kimchied cucumber. It's interesting because they don't chop it up. They just slice it down the middle, and then you can see they stuff it with all this kimchi goodness. What I like to do is just cut it with some kitchen shears. This is a very Korean thing to do. I don't know why more cultures don't do this. We definitely do it in our house because of seeing it at Korean restaurants, which is just using kitchen shears to cut things. It's just hella smart, but the only place I've ever really seen it was at a Korean restaurant. And I want all this ready to go so that when the meat is grilled up, people can get right to eating. Now it's time to grill the meat. Okay, so one thing I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna take advantage of all of this marinade, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna boil it down. So I mentioned I combined 2 packages into one, and there was still leftover marinade. So I'm first going to open this up. I'm not gonna make a dipping sauce. I'm just gonna boil this marinade down on the stove. I'm just gonna use it so that I can brush it onto the short ribs while I'm grilling. Pour it in to my pot over here. And I'm gonna cook this down into basically a barbecue sauce. My mom's telling me I should put some flour in it. What about cornstarch? Yeah. I guess I could do flour too. I feel like cornstarch would be better. There we go. This is ready to grill. Now I'm gonna boil down this sauce. And I'm just gonna let this boil down until it gets into a syrupy consistency, and then it's gonna concentrate the flavors. Then while this is grilling, I'll brush it onto this. In fact, I might even just put it down below, but we'll see. It's gonna take probably about a good 5 minutes. While that's boiling down, I'm gonna get the chicken started. Now, these are just big old chicken pieces. They're gonna take a while to cook, so what I do is I grill the outside obviously on both sides, and then I'm gonna move it to the top shelf of the charbroil grill, and that's gonna get indirect heat. That'll take a good, I'd say like 15 minutes to cook. Got my grill station, I always have a pan for the cooked meat. This is just a pan with a grate for all my tools. I use peanut oil to lubricate or just keep my grill from sticking. So I have a little bowl for that. I use a napkin to apply it. Then I've got obviously my chicken and the spare ribs over here. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and start putting that peanut oil on, and then I will add the chicken. I just put a tiny bit of peanut oil in there. You don't need that much. It's just to literally make it so it doesn't stick to the grill. There we go. Start with the chicken breasts. Funny enough, I think these are gonna take the longest just because they're so thick. Whew. Then of course we got some legs, chicken thighs. These wings will take the least amount of time. This is my raw meat towel over here. I try to have a raw meat tongs as well. See, one reason you want not only to put some oil on there, but have it really hot is so that it doesn't stick. And I'm really not trying to cook this very much. I'm just trying to get these grill marks, not even grill marks, I'm just trying to sear the outside. So I'll do this probably 2 or 3 times, flip it, maybe grill each side twice, and then I'll move it up top to that pan actually. So much flavor is gonna come out of this caramelization of the marinade, but in terms of the cooking of the chicken, it is gonna come from the indirect heat. As I mentioned, I will flip this 2 more times, then I'll be good to go. I'll move it up there, close the cover, and then get the spare ribs ready. Gotta have a thermometer for sure. See this? Look at that. Okay, that's perfect too. Funny enough, the chicken breast looks awesome. Look at that. Drumsticks up here as well. This doesn't have to be perfect. All I'm trying to do here, get them stacked up there without falling. And now it is time to lower the heat of the middle elements just a little bit. Oh yeah. People are starting to get hungry, so I got the beef on there as well. I've got my marinade on that side cooker. All I do is take this. You don't even really need to cook this if you're not gonna eat it, but I was thinking if I could cook it down, maybe it'd be good to actually use it as like a topping, but I think I'm just gonna do this. The reason I wanna thicken it is because the idea is maybe it'll stick onto the spare ribs a little easier. Didn't really thicken that much, I didn't have that much time. It's definitely still got a little bit left on there. Still 105. All right, so what I'm gonna do here, flip these spare ribs. Oh, see, that's what you want. Doesn't need that much. Flip these guys on the back. I don't know why it's falling apart. By the way, this glove is helping so much because my hand would just be burning if I didn't have these gloves on. Flip these guys. Then I am going to cover this again, get that indirect heat going on the chicken. Gotta do this slowly though, so chicken doesn't fall. So ideally, the spare ribs and the chicken, at least the smaller pieces, will be done around the same time because the spare ribs really don't need that much time to cook because that grill is so hot and the grates are just giving it a good sear and it's really thin meat. But the chicken just needs a little bit more time. What I'll do is I'll take the spare ribs out. I'll put them over there on a clean pan with the grate on it and let it rest while the chicken finishes. After that, I should be able to put it on the platter and then people can start digging into some meat because they're already eating right now.